gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is. Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Quavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
And new tonight, a man stabbed to death in a posh apartment building in Edgewater. Police tell us this was the only homicide they've had in this area so far this year.
Yeah, very high-end building here. Let's get straight to CBS 4's Joe Gorcho with what we know so far about the story. Joe.
Elliot, Lauren, we are beginning to learn more details tonight about an alleged murder that took place inside one Parisio. I had a chance to speak with several residents here earlier this evening, and they tell me that they received an email from management about a domestic dispute, but did not provide more information other than that. Now, we have since learned from Miami PD that a stabbing took place here on Sunday night. And speaking with friends that knew the victim, the man killed was 27-year-old Christian Toby Obumseli. He died after being transported by Miami Fire Rescue to...
Dang. So another brother taken out in a horrible way. A lot of young brothers getting murdered, man. It's crazy. Okay. But this one actually has a pretty weird twist to it.
JMH trauma. We did have a chance tonight to speak with several of Obumseli's close friends, and the news, as one can imagine, comes as quite a shock. Obumseli, by all accounts, was caring and had a great spirit. Now, Obumseli's close friends tell me that he recently moved to Miami with his girlfriend to live at one Parisio.
I gotta stop him there. Guys, never move in with a woman or because of a woman she got an opportunity. Let her go. Let her go. You do not want to give up that dynamic, okay, in the relationship where she's leading you, taking you places, okay? That's a problem. Like, you going and following her here and there and like, bruh, stop it. If anything, make her buy you your own place with the lease in your name.
We've also been told by Miami PD that one person has been detained concerning the stabbing. Joe Gorcho, CBS 4 News Tonight.
An investigation is underway into a deadly stabbing in Miami, but this case has ties to North Texas, and it's getting national attention. As Ariel Placencia reports, it involves a social media influencer with more than 2 million followers.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This group of friends told our ABC station in Miami that they were close to North Texan Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, Courtney Clenney, an Instagram influencer and OnlyFans model.
Even though that we really lost Christian only, it feels like we also lost Courtney at the same time.
Miami police tell us there was a physical altercation between the North Texan and his girlfriend Sunday night. Police say the girlfriend was the first to call 911. Around 5 p.m. local time, police responded to a high-rise where they found Christian with an apparent knife wound to the chest. He later died at the hospital. His family in Richardson confirmed this GoFundMe page with me on Thursday. Christian was extremely compassionate with a desire always to uplift those around him, the family wrote. We will never forget his infectious smile that could...
Dang. So this man was killed by a white woman, a glider gremlin. And he's not really getting the support that we've seen other brothers get who were killed by glider gremlins or supposed glider gremlins.
Light up any room or his caring spirit. According to the GoFundMe, the North Texan died a week before his 28th birthday.
Dang. Stabbed him up before his birthday.
Loved ones offering words of support that he was, quote, a true light at Plano East. Meanwhile, police told us the girlfriend was detained and later taken to a mental institution.
So the girlfriend's detained and taken to a mental institution. So they're giving her the mental illness route as well. And this is why, as a community, we cannot do the mental illness stuff, because everything that, like, when we say, oh, criminal justice reform, bail reform, all that applies to everybody, not just us. Okay. So you're going to start to see a lot of unjust things happen when there are other races involved, or it's going to feel unjust, but that's what's on the books now. She can say mental health, I killed a black man, but mental health, and that's on the books. Right? So she can go to a mental facility instead of going to an actual jail, an actual prison, and claim she heard voices in her head. I mean, look at what Eric Holder did, the guy who killed Nipsey Hussle. He tried to do the same thing.
In Richardson, I'm Ariel Placencia.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Tonight, there are many unanswered questions after a stabbing death in Miami.
A man allegedly killed by his own girlfriend. So why hasn't she been charged? Local 10's Nella Sabovic live with details on this. Nella.
The big question is here, was this done in self-defense? Miami police investigators say that this is an ongoing and very active investigation.
So my thing is, if it was done in self-defense, why did she go to the mental institution? Because we know that she was checked into a mental ward and maybe they were trying to see her mind state to qualify her for mental illness, but she knew what she was doing. She over here smashing on camera. And see, this is where brothers mess up. You going and following her. You're not controlling the dynamic of the relationship. They're probably making upwards to, and I don't know if she's splitting the bag with him or if he's smashing her on OnlyFans. I don't know. But she alone, because I was looking at her page, she has 2 million followers now on Instagram, but she probably had like less before she killed him. So I'll give her a good 1.6 million followers. She was probably making $100,000 a month easy on OnlyFans. Popping that WAP, right? Being a smut bucket and getting the bag. All right. And I'm not hating on the OnlyFans hustle, but at the end of the day, you got to understand that if you're dating an OnlyFans model and you ain't making that type of money that she is, you're going to be in a subservient situation. Okay.
Meantime, we spoke with a group of friends that knew this couple very well, and they detail a rocky relationship.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney Clenney, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Obumseli was fatally stabbed by Clenney on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
Wow. So they're saying that it was violent only from one side of the relationship, and that's hers. Okay. So maybe this brother was fed up with it. Okay. Maybe he was fed up with it and he snapped, or maybe she just went into a rage and really decided to end them for real. But either way, it's pretty clear to me that this ain't no self-defense situation, because people don't understand that violence happens when it comes to domestic violence. It happens on both sides of the relationship. Okay.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Obumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Clenney acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that like Christian wouldn't put her in a position where—
And that's real, man. That's real. See, if this was the community, just say it was a brother and a sister, and the friends of the group, right? Especially the female, they would not be defending the brother right here. All right. They wouldn't. So shout out to these people for keeping it a buck and telling the truth and giving a real glimpse on the inner workings of their relationship. They're saying that, man, there's no way that this guy would have got violent with her. She's put her hands on him, disrespected him, belittled him. I make more money than you. Da 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 da. I don't need you. These women who are on OF, they have character flaws, man. They just have most of them have bad character. And I'm not, afraid to say that. That's the reality. They have character flaws. Okay? And the brother here, he just, got me a snow bunny. It's snow bunny season. And she got a bag. It's snow bunny season. See, brothers, that's why you got to get your own. You got to get your own.
Where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
One neighbor who tells me that he has a very clear view of the couple's apartment said a week before the stabbing, things were off and that Clenney was the one getting physically abused.
I could not. He was probably watching them make their little OnlyFans content too. He a peeping Tom. He just exposed himself.
I don't know if it was open-handed or closed-handed, but he was swinging at her.
Police say in the past 3 months, they've responded to multiple disturbance calls at the couple's apartment. Their mutual friends are still trying to process what went wrong.
Even though that we really lost Christian only, it feels like we also lost Courtney at the same time, because we didn't think that this is as far as it would have gone.
And following the stabbing, Clenney was detained. She was brought here to the police department for questioning. And during that process, she was threatening to kill herself. So officers took her to the hospital where she was Baker acted. As it stands.
So that's why she threatening to kill herself. All right. Understood. Oh, man. So she's already playing up the mental health thing.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Man, this is wild. These glider gremlins are on demon time.
At this moment, she has not been charged. That's the latest here from Miami. Sanella Sabovic, Local 10 News.
Police continue to investigate the deadly stabbing of a 27-year-old man at a luxury high-rise condo in Miami over the weekend. Today, we're hearing from friends of that victim. NBC6's Julie Leonardi joined us live outside the complex where he was killed. And Julie, what are the victim's friends saying about what actually happened?
Well, Trina, police just gave us an update moments ago. They say that arrest still has not been made, though they say the woman that they have detained, her and the victim had gotten into a physical fight before that stabbing. Now, it's his friends that say it was Christian's girlfriend that did this, and they want her arrested.
We never thought it would escalate to this.
Friends of 27-year-old Christian Obumseli say they're shocked and devastated by his death. Police are still investigating and haven't made an arrest. They say a woman was detained and interviewed on scene, and that her and Christian had been in a physical fight beforehand. Friends say it's his girlfriend and that the two had a rocky relationship.
We've seen from, our eyes back when they were in Austin, multiple red flags, multiple situations, occurrences that it has got violent on her end.
Her friend says she doesn't think it was self-defense.
We feel like she should just be honest, because.
And what gets me is these chicks be trying to make it seem like their life is so perfect and all this stuff. Man, it don't matter how much money you got. A lot of these chicks are just messed up in the head.
We know the honest truth is that Christian would never put her in a position for her to stab him and take his life. Like, there's no way. And we hope that she's just honest in what happened, and that she, takes on the consequences of what she did.
Neighbors sharing this image, his apartment facing directly into the unit the couple shared.
It's very eerie that every other light in the building will be off, and then that light is on, and there's just stuff thrown everywhere. So kind of disconcerting to see that every time you look out your window.
Friends say Christian was a kind and compassionate man. They say a vigil will be held Thursday night outside of Dallas, Texas, where he grew up. So that woman that's being detained, police tell us she is undergoing a mental health evaluation. Police, though, are still investigating. Live in Miami, Julie Leonardi, NBC6 News.
All right, guys. So I do have a video of moments after she did what she did from a high rise that was across the way, and they got her locked up. She looks bloody. They got the pets. Looks like she might be answering questions. But hey man. Y'all better stop fooling with these women, bruh. If you are smashing an OF girl, if you smashing an OF girl, for one, never live with her. That's dumb. Never commit to her. That's even dumber. And understand that when you pull up, man, you there for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? You do not want to be way up and get caught up with this type of chick. All right, straight up. So she over here, white tears. All right. And it look, honestly, the white tears is slick working for her right now. Yeah, I mean, I might have to give some validity to the glider tears, man. They working for her because they got her no charges yet. What else they get her? They got her. It's always gonna look bad, honestly. It's always gonna look bad. She can play the self-defense card. You know, she might get off with this. Seriously. And if she does, she's gonna feel invincible. Yeah, I mean. So, man, RIP to this brother. You know, I've seen comments on social media where sisters are, well, that's what he get. He tried to deal with it this, he tried to deal with it that. You know, it is what it is. That's their mentality. They think that, you know, he could have deserved it, or you know, they don't really care that this happened to him. All right. But shout out to the friends. You know, she doesn't look like she really got banged up like that. I'm looking at some comments. This chick saying, when y'all gonna learn? I guess us black women ain't the only ones with attitudes after all. Sorry to hear this happen to him, though. See, they throwing little slick shots. He was very vocal about his dislike for black women and loved white women to death, literally. Okay, so yeah, they actually pulled up some tweets. They actually pulled up some tweets. And these domestic issues, it really doesn't matter the race as far as like how it happens or why it happens. Domestic issues are domestic issues and people gonna fight. But what I will say though, she slick might get away with it. And I ain't gonna lie, especially since the friends are saying, oh nah, he was never violent on her end. It could potentially be a situation where she provoked him so heavily that he snapped, and maybe he was defending himself and she ended up getting the better of him. Okay. I'm gonna just tell you right now, brothers, if it ever gets physical, I don't care what skin color the woman is, you leave. You don't take that woman back. Okay. But black women are the angry ones. So we got hella comments in here taking slight shots. And the thing is, although this happened, it is a very rare occurrence. To me, it reminds me of the O.J. Simpson situation, except reverse. So if she does get off with this, I will be upset. But I'm more upset that sisters ain't out in the streets protesting for this brother. They will protest for a brother who has done crazy stuff to black women, assaulted black women, sexually assaulted black women. But when this glider gremlin female, this OnlyFans smut bucket glider gremlin on demon time does something to a brother, kills a brother, stabs him in the shoulder, was abusive in the relationship, now they taking slick shots and slight shots. Like, nah, keep that same energy. We need protests outside their condo. We need protests outside the condo. No justice, no peace, no glider, pussy. No, I ain't even. You know what I mean? We need some protests, bruh. No cap. People saying call Dr. Ubar. This is funny. I mean, this situation is not funny, but the comments, I ain't gonna lie, they are funny. I hate it for the brother. I hate it. So anyways, this is her OF. She got us 871 pictures, 3 videos, 427 likes. So she really not making that much money on her OF. Proud Texan, full-time fitness model and foodie, living with my 2 dogs, Jesse and Ranger. Ooh, and she didn't mention the boyfriend in the bio. See, this is what these women do. They try and give off the image that they're single when they're always smashing. I just moved to Miami, so I need your positive vibes. Scary big change for this little Texas girl. But I thought everything was bigger in Texas. So what are you saying, Miss Courtney? Nah, but this is her OF. And then this is her IG. Definitely smutted up on the IG. I'm not going to go too deep in it, but y'all see what's going on. Smutted up, thought it up all the way. No mention of the boyfriend. All right. And now she is, well, she hasn't been charged yet, but charges on the way, hopefully, so we can get justice for this brother. I'm disappointed in the sisters. I'm disappointed in Black Lives Matter for not making a ruckus about this or a fuss about this. Because honestly, I'm on the brother's side, man. I don't think that he was a super gremlin on demon time. From the account of the friends, I believe that it was strictly abusive on her side. I know these types from dealing with female gliders, especially the model type chicks, right? I know their types, and I've seen these types of women put their hands on brothers who was bigger than him, brothers who 6'5". Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. All right. So, brothers, you got to watch out for who you dealing with. If it get violent one time, you dip, you leave, it's over. And that's that. So now we're going to her Twitter. They still have her Instagram up, but her Twitter is blocked. It says account is temporarily unavailable because it violates the Twitter media policy. All right. So all her content is blocked on Twitter pretty much. Let's see if we can see people tweeting at her. Not really. So you can't really interact with the page. Well, actually, maybe. Show the thread. This girl stabbed my cousin to death and got out on bail in less than a day. So they're in her comments. Killing does not always equal murder. If he was putting hands on her, oh, so we got people defending. So these are his tweets. Y'all sticking him up for this man, but he talks about black women like this. He says, full of ignorant black women. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. Then he said Akata to, apparently it looks like a female. So he was an African brother. Why is there always that one ghetto black boy in the back talking throughout class? Get out, chill. Look. And although they were insensitive tweets, that's his truth. That's his experience. And if that's what was going on, that's what he felt like was going on. It is what it is. I mean, he's speaking some, you know, a lot of the stereotypes, the tropes that are going around black women. Obviously, not every black woman is like this, but there are some who fit the narrative. And that doesn't mean that you hate yourself, that you can identify that. But there are some who fit the narrative, and it, like I said, it's as difficult as it is for black men, or as difficult as it is for black women to find black men who, you know, ain't Pookies and Ray Rays and in and out of prison and you know, don't have a job, don't have a car, don't have a house, don't have an apartment, whatever. It's the same difficulty for black men to find black women.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! That's what they have.